fast-track video calls as soon as the next day. Best of all, you save time and energy.
Try ZipIntro for free right now at this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipIntro. Post jobs today. Talk to qualified candidates tomorrow. Once again, go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
94.1 San Antonio's Sports Center.
Well, the Astros finish off the sweep in the desert with a 4-3 win over the Diamondbacks, and with that, they now have the best record in the American League. They are inevitable. They'll open up a series with the A's tomorrow in Houston. Speaking of the A's, they finish their series with the Rangers tonight up in Arlington. You can catch that game right here on San Antonio's Sports Star, starting right after Extra Innings at 6:30.
This is Extra Innings with Pleasure.
Truth is, I am Iron Man.
Rock and roll! The Texans win it!
You've been called the Da Vinci of our time. What do you say to that?
Absolutely ridiculous. I don't paint.
That goal is history! A walk-off home run!
And it's going to be legendary.
James Pledger wraps your day with insight, opinion, plenty of sarcasm, and of course, your calls. He'll even pour a beer out the door for his favorite story of the day. This is Extra Innings with Pledger. Now, here's Pledge.
What's up, Danger? Can't stop me now.
Welcome into Extra Innings with Pleasure right here on San Antonio Sports Star, 94.1 FM, sasportstar.com. I am James Pledger. Thanks for joining me. However you may be joining me, whether that's 94.1 on your FM dial, you happen to be locked in and listening to sasportstar.com via our AA Best Bail Bonds audio player, or if you happen to be watching our show live on YouTube. That's right. We stream all of our shows on YouTube, whether it's the Morning Huddle from 6 to 10, the Blitz from 2 to 6, or right here on Extra Innings with Pleasure from 6 to 7. Go to YouTube, search SA Sports Star. Go ahead, like, subscribe. You can comment along with the show as it goes on, like Gilbert P., Fred Records, already in the bullpen, and I appreciate all of y'all for rolling through tonight. Or feel free to call in the old-fashioned way, 210-656-ESPN, 656-3776. Gilbert P. saying he's ready for football season. Brother, me too. Me too, my man, because it is here. I can feel it. I can smell it. I can taste it. And, man, tastes good because we live, we eat, we breathe, we consume football 24/7, 365 because it means that much. And you could tell by the revenues that they shared today that it means that much, because we found out this afternoon that the Green Bay Packers, since they're a publicly owned company, received $432.6 million in revenue sharing, which means that the 32 teams, when you multiply that, brought in a record $13.8 billion in revenue in the last fiscal year. Another record, another NFL record. It's not going anywhere. It is here, and we can't get enough of it, which is why training camp matters. It matters to all of us. And when you see numbers like that, you understand why Micah Parsons fired back yesterday the way that he did. AJ and Rob were talking about it this morning on the Morning Huddle.
All right, Micah Parsons is there now. Now he's not on the field yet. First of all, let me ask you, like, how much do you think this back tightness is mind games? How much of it do you think is actual back tightness?
If he was truly hurt, he'd be going through some sort of rehab.
Okay.
And he wouldn't be standing holding a tackling dummy. I don't care how tight your back is. If you're truly hurt, you're working on getting better. He's not hurt.
Here's what Micah said about that.
Just being mindful. Obviously, just want to get the body going the right way, the way I wanted to. But, obviously with D-Law gone, like I said, I just felt like it was my turn to lead, and it's hard to do that from the crib. So I want to be here with the guys, show them that I care. I want to be here, win championships. So that's why I'm here,
Okay. I tend to agree with you. I think it's most like, I think he could be practicing? Yeah. But if he's got a built-in excuse not to. I think that it is a little bit of a
it's a ploy. It's a plan.
Because listen, man, he could be doing what Terry McLaurin's doing, what Trey Hendrickson is doing.
Absolutely. And I think he's telling you the truth. I think he knew that coming into this, no D-Law, he is the de facto leader of this defense. You got to be here because he knows no matter what, he's under contract this year. He's going to be playing for the Cowboys. This isn't about not playing. This is about getting the raise before your contract expires at the end of this year. So he knows no matter what, he can raise a stink, and he might not ever be back, but he will be playing for the Cowboys this year. So knowing full well that's the case, I think he wants to be there for all the installs, but there is no doubt, and everybody that on the team knows, he is here to just be here in person to stand with his dudes, but he ain't doing anything physical till he gets paid.
Yeah, so they started to ask him about, are you frustrated? Like, where are you at right now? Are you discouraged that this is still an ongoing thing?
Honestly, yeah. When you go around the league and you see these other teams taking care of their best guys, I see TJ got taken care of. Max got taken care of. Miles got taken care of, and he got 2 years left on his deal. So it's hard to, you see a lot of people around the league getting taken care of. You just, wish you had something that, that same type of energy.
Diggs should have said, yeah, and me too.
Trayvon Diggs is literally his hype man at this point.
Because Diggs already got paid. Yeah.
He's like,
what he said. Yeah.
Remember when Kid Rock, when he used to have that, he used to have Joe C, the little dwarf, on stage with him to hype him up. Trayvon Diggs is his Joe C. He's like, yeah, that's the man right there. That's Kid Rock, baby.
We need a hype dwarf.
Oh yeah.
That's probably the highest form of success I've ever heard of.
Oh yes, yeah. I actually had to get rid of mine when I came
here.
Have
a hype dwarf.
No, I had one, and Dax was like, "Listen, man, you can't bring that here because the other guys they're looking for normalcy, and they don't want you to come in here with your dwarf hyping you up." Yeah, I used to have him introduce me every show. Like the show would have started, you would have brought in the show, and then my guy would have come in and said, "Now introducing the man you came to hear."
Did he wear like a jester costume?
No, he wore like
mine would wear a jester.
He wore like a fedora. I mean, he was
I don't want a pimped out dwarf.
Oh, he was a pimp.
I want a jester dwarf.
Had big chains.
No, I'd dress him like a butler.
Did he have I'd like a purple coat?
No, I'd like a tuxedoed.
Okay. Like Ask Jeeves.
Hype.
Yeah, well, it depends. It depends on the situation.
He opens the doors and announces my intro. Guards the bathroom door.
If you were
gives me witty things to say.
If you were to employ someone to open doors for you and guard the bathroom, like you'd probably want a full size.
No, I don't need any protection. I just want a dwarf standing in front of the door. I just think that alone would be pretty cool.
I mean, it would be.
Who's that? That's my hype dwarf.
Well, Micah, because Micah hasn't
gotten Trayvon.
Micah hasn't gotten the big contract yet. He has a regular size hype man named Trayvon Diggs.
Yeah, what he said.
He needs Deuce Vaughn there, man.
I know. Well, listen,
there he is.
Guys need
the day gig.
Guy's about to need a job, so
he is
Gadget Juice.
I'd dress Deuce in a cowboy uniform all the time.
Oh, yeah,
he'd wear a helmet and the whole
with
thing
a
everywhere.
Big.
He'd wear rowdies.
So
there you go.
I'm first of all, there's a couple things I want to take away from this. You heard Micah talk about everybody who's getting taken care of. As recently as a week ago, he was saying, you can't compare me to those guys. My situation is different than those guys. I'm a lot younger than these guys. I've been healthier than these guys. My situation is different. So I don't want to hear about Myles Garrett. I don't want to hear about whoever. He's like, my situation is different. And now he's saying, hey, man, all these guys are taken care of. What the hell's going on here? You can't have it both ways, first of all. But the other thing is the 109er says, I think they should trade him. They don't need this type of energy. He is a me first kind of guy, in my opinion. The guy has been so the opposite of me first.
I think he started out that way.
And the fact that he's even at camp tells me he's not really a me first guy. Like, he doesn't have to be there. He could easily be doing what CD did last year. And it wouldn't be out of the ordinary. We wouldn't be going like, oh, I can't believe. I mean, last year we assumed CD was going to get taken care of.
And he did.
Now, we all assume Micah's going to be taken care of.
And he will.
But at least he showed up to work in the meantime. I think there's something to be said for that.
And I think he wanted some extra credit for that. And Jerry's not giving him any extra credit. I'm going to pay you when I'm going to pay you. I don't care whether we've come to a deal or not. I'm going to pay you when I think it's time best for me. When has Jerry not paid? Let's look over the annals of the Dallas Cowboys. When is he not paid? When the player is still in a position to help. Now, he let Emmett go, and there's some of those guys he didn't pay. But if you were still a player that was available to help and you had proven your cowboyness, you got paid. And Trayvon's standing right beside him.
Yeah.
Micah knows, his agent knows, if you're going to be a Cowboy, which we expect that you are, you're going to get the money you want. It's just going to be on his timeline, and you're going to have to accept the fact. And the more you accept it, Jerry's going to poke you in the eye because he doesn't want boring. This isn't going to be boring. We knew we were going to pay you. You've earned it, and here's your check in May and June when there's nobody even paying attention. This is going to be when the world cares, when everybody's waiting in bated breath. What's Jerry going to do? That's when you get paid.
Yeah. But I think Micah's made it a point on his own to go out and shake the boat and rock the boat. And we heard Clarence Hill earlier today. And if you missed that, check the audio vault, sasportstar.com, brought to you by AA Best Bail Bonds. There are so many things within this 7-8 minute conversation that Micah and Trayvon had, to which Micah calls out Jerry. And that's the perfect thing, is Micah is savvy at the media game. Jerry is like, calling Micah out about missing games last year, 6-4, get your facts right. Well, Micah turned the tables on him yesterday when they were like, hey, have you tried calling Jerry again? He's like, we've been trying.
My agent's been reaching out. At one point, another grown man has to be willing to reach out as himself. You know what I mean? Like, communication works both ways. They reached out, so that needs to happen too. They got to want to do it on their part.
David reached out to the Joneses?
Yeah, for sure. David, not the Joneses, but Adam, whoever the little in-betweener is, you know how they do it.
So Micah, very savvy, throwing it right back on the Cowboys, because guess what? CD wasn't there last year to defend himself. And Jerry didn't try this with Dak while he was in camp. He's trying it with Micah, and Micah is media savvy enough to be like, my back hurts. I got an injury. I can't practice, but I'm here and I'm leading just like you want me to. Oh, guess what? You're going to call me out? Jerry, we've been trying to get this done. We've been trying to get it done for a while. It probably would have been cheaper if you got it done the first couple of times we tried to get this done, but y'all aren't returning our phone calls to try and get this done. So Jerry's playing the games and Micah's calling him out for it. And he calls him out again too, just a few minutes later after saying, yeah, our agents have been reaching out, because you heard him talking about, at some point a grown man's got to answer the phone and call you back. He was asked, why is he at camp then?
At the end of the day, I'm here for my teammates. I'm not here to please another grown man. I'm here for them. I want to be here with Trey, watch him rehab, watch him get on the field, watch his growth. I want to be here battling with Terrence Steele. I'm here for these guys. I'm not here for him, so I think, at this end of the day, he's on the field with us. We're on the field playing the games and things like that. So I'm going to just control my teammates, keep boosting it, and, we're just going to keep playing together.
I am here for my teammates. I am here to help try and win a Super Bowl. I am here for me. I am not here to please another grown man. Micah Parsons immediately calling out Jerry Jones the day after Jerry Jones starts getting wild behind the mic in the Cowboys State of the Cowboys address on Monday. Just pure cinema. You can't make this stuff up. But we are starting to learn some other things about this team outside of the Micah drama, if you're paying attention. We'll get into that next, right here on Extra Innings with Pleasure on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hi, Dr. Damaso Oliva Jr. here, candidate for Ray Fail 77. I invite you to join us for the 170 Grander Poker Tournament on Saturday, August 2nd. Proudly sponsored by Thomas J. Henry and benefiting the Ray Fail 77 Scholarship Fund. We're putting $170,000 on the table, and it could be yours. The top women's and men's finishers each win $50,000. Register now at TexasHold'emSA.com.
April Ansira here from the Ansira Auto Group. Every year, the Texas Yes Project provides thousands of students across the state with free school supplies. And now you can help by entering the Drive Away for Education raffle, proudly sponsored by the Ansira Auto Group. One lucky winner will drive away in a brand new car, truck, or SUV, and countless young Texans will move forward with stronger features. And we'll be giving away a gas card and shopping spree, plus other weekly prizes. Buy your raffle ticket today at TexasYesProject.org.
All right, Takis fans, Wendy's knows you love your Takis Fuego chips. So we thought, why not make a Takis Fuego meal with a Takis Fuego chicken sandwich with spicy chicken topped with crushed Takis Fuego chips and creamy corn spread. Plus, it comes with Fuego fries inspired by Takis and a bag of Takis Fuego chips. If we had any more heat, we might start an actual... I told him this would happen. For an intense new take on Takis chips, gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's. Includes 1 ounce Takis Fuego chips while supplies last. Takis and Fuego trademarks are used under...
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time on a fancy water bottle with ultra titanium alloy metal. You're not sure why you need all that. I mean, it just holds water. But you're getting it anyway. Because if you're hiking near an active volcano and you accidentally drop the bottle into molten lava, your water will still be icy cold. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time. For water bottles. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
Famous Footwear has the latest styles from all my favorite brands like Nike, Adidas, Crocs, Converse, New Balance, Birkenstock, and more. And with over 830 stores, Famous Footwear is always nearby with fit experts to make sure my new shoes fit my feet and mom's budget. She says the prices are like really good, so you don't have to overspend to make it famous. Right now, buy one pair of shoes, get one half off at your local Famous Footwear store. Some exclusions apply.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya, guselkumab, may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
Evan Cohen here. Whether you're locking in your home run picks or riding with your favorite golfers this summer, ESPN Bet is your sports book for all the action. Go from checking stats on your favorite teams and players to placing bets in just a few taps. Plus, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet app and sign up with promo code USL to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
San Antonio Sports Star is sending our boys to see the boys.
How about them Cowboys?
Our AA Best Bail Bonds coverage of Dallas Cowboys training camp in Oxnard, California begins Monday morning, July 28th. Sponsored in part by Southern Recipe Pork Rinds, Jim Beam, and AARP. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It's Extra Innings with Pleasure on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Welcome back into Extra Innings with Pleasure right here on San Antonio Sports Star, 94.1 FM, SASportsStar.com. Coming up here at the bottom of the hour, we got the Rangers going for the sweep against the A's before the A's then trek down to Houston to open up a series with the Astros. 6:30 starts with the pregame, but lots to get into as it pertains to the Dallas Cowboys because we actually learned some things not related to Micah Parsons and Jerry Jones and the same old thing of not getting a contract done. This time, we're starting to learn about the team. And first and foremost, we're learning that George Pickens wasn't very happy in Pittsburgh when he talked about the new offense with Brian Schottenheimer and the Dallas Cowboys and being more than a quote unquote deep ball guy.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to run better plays for sure. Yeah.
So he is already more happy with the playbook than he has been. But what I talk about with Shoddy and the plays, he doesn't want it to be like Mike McCarthy. He wants a different philosophy, and you're starting to see that in the way that he's going about things, the way that he does practice, the way that he carries himself as a person. And I brought up George Pickens right there, and he was asked about his impressions on George Pickens so far, knowing the background that he came in with.
I see George in meetings. I see George in practice. I see George in the locker room. I see George shoot basketballs, which he didn't shoot very good today. He's happy. He's in a good spot in terms of, I think people that don't know George need to get to know George, because when you get to know George, you're going to be blown away by the heart that the guy has, the way he loves the game of football, how important it is to him, how important his family is to him, his mom. And, it's just it wasn't just CD and George. Like Joe Milton and George hang out all the time. They stream or whatever that's called. They play the video games, and I don't know, but they got these amazing setups. I've seen it. And I'm like, and they've asked me to jump on and sponsor them or pay money to watch. I'm like, hey, I'm good. I'm going to let you guys do
that. And that's the great thing about Shoddy. He is very, very much in tune with his players, but he's also in tune with bringing something different to the table offensively. And one of those things that he's going to be bringing, they asked him, we're not seeing the quarterback in the shotgun as much as we used to see. We're seeing Dak and the quarterbacks under center more.
Yeah, there's a number of things. Obviously, the balance of what you can do, both gun and under. We have both. There's a ton of tells when you're in the shotgun based off the back's location. If the back's offset weak, if the back's offset strong, there's tells. Dak feels like he's back at Mississippi State a little bit, playing under center. But that's really the main reason. We want to be multiple. You know that. We're going to be multiple. We're going to be difficult to defend because we're going to be under center. We're going to be in the gun. You haven't seen pistol yet, but pistol's coming for all of our opponents that are listening to me talk right now. There'll be some pistol. There'll be some wildcat. So again, we're going to be multiple, and we're going to attack people, and our system's built to do that.
And probably one of my favorite things that I heard from him today was, he talked about leading the league in turnovers and how well the defense was playing. He talked about disciplining Sam Williams, but in regards to the offense and players, fans, they've been clamoring this for a while. It's not going to be static anymore.
I don't like to play static. I think, being static as an offense makes it easier on the defense. These defenses, you listen to our defense out there, Clarence, the way they communicate is elite, and so if we just line up in a certain formation, we kind of let them see things. It's easy for them to not only make their calls, their closed right or left calls, moving their front, setting their fronts, but actually there's tendencies. Everybody goes into a game defensively with tendencies that in this personnel grouping, in this formation, based on where the back is, I'm making up 70% run and 30% pass. Well, really good linebackers and really good defenses that communicate well, there's tells. So when you shift or change the picture or you motion, it helps disguise that a little bit. And then, of course, when you're using your motions, they're very different. Your motions make them adjust on the run. Shifts, they generally can, what we say, reload the front. So if you shift, the defense can reload. But when you motion, they can't because you're snapping the ball on the run. So we have those. We like those. Right now, we're playing around with some of the ones that we believe that we'll use, but we change them up pretty regularly.
More pre-snap motion, more keeping the defense on its heels, more formations, more multiplicity on offense, which I think is going to be very good for this offense, and especially for the run game, motioning from one side to the other, just the way that you get in and out of plays, we're seeing they're changing their tempos coming in and out of the huddle as well, which I think is going to be massive. And I think that's a small little nugget from today that we learned about Brian Schottenheimer in this offense. This has been Extra Innings with Pleasure. We got we got Rangers A's series finale coming up next right here on San Antonio Sports Star. Call your loved ones. You never know what they're going through in life.
94.1.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want to boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better